Oh, 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 oh. Hopefully you didn't read what was on the screen because that was a surprise. Hello, everyone. I'm Geraldine Wilkins, the Living Water Quilter. Welcome to Quilt Conversations Live. It's good to be with you again for another Friday night date. That's right. And those watching the replay, I'm so glad you're here. Watch the whole thing. You're really going to enjoy what we have tonight. It's a quilter spotlight, student spotlight. That's right. We're going to spotlight Rochelle. Rochelle is an alphabet design course student, and I am so excited to start this new series called Student Spotlight. Hello, hello, everyone. Hello, Lois. Hello, Marcia. How are you? Hey, Copper. Thanks for being here. Copper is our moderator extraordinaire. She makes sure that the chat on YouTube is safe and friendly. Hello, Yarny. How are you? Yarny, is that Cassie? Cassie, did you change your name? I recognize the photo for your YouTube. Let's see. There goes Rochelle is here. Wonderful. Hello, Sharon. So glad you're here. Awesome, awesome. Sharon Mills is here. Who did I miss? Lori. Yes, Lori, you made it. Awesome. So glad that you're here. And you're right. Catherine and Rochelle both deserve to take a bow. I would agree with that. Fantastic. All right. All right. Thank you for clarifying that, Yarny girl. Okay. Your Rochelle is blushing already. We haven't even started yet. All right. Let's see. What else is happening? Let me know. What have you been up to in the chat? Have you started a project? Are you in the middle of a project? Are you thinking about what you need to stitch for the holidays? I know, Lori, you have already started stitching your holiday projects. You are on the ball. So let us know what you are up to. Hey, there goes Jazzy. Hello and welcome. So glad you're here. It is Labor Day weekend. Sometimes I forget the holidays. Sometimes I think you're more in tune to holidays when you have children in school and things like that, at least for me. Let's see. So, what is new with me? As you start to put in the chat, what is new with you? Let us know where you are in your machine quilting journey, what projects you're working on. Share what you are working on in the chat. I'm going to share with you something that I've been working on. What I love about a quilting community is that we get to share ideas. And those ideas can spark a new direction in a project. So I've been working on a project specific for QuiltCon. If you're not familiar, QuiltCon is February of the year. It's from the Modern Quilt Guild. They do a quilt show, and I'll be teaching at their quilt show next year. It's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm making one of my quilt patterns. But I'm changing it up just a little bit based on the conversation I've had with a couple of people. And it's something I've been wanting to do. And remember, if you were here, I've talked about how we can learn different techniques. And part of that is to incorporate new techniques in our projects. So I know I have to make this quilt for the quilt show. And I knew what fabric I wanted, but now I'm adding something new. Do you want to see? Do you want a sneak peek of what I'm adding? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. So Lori says yes, she has 5 potholder gifts quilted and she just needs to finish the binding. Rochelle says she's trying her hand at paper piecing. Exciting. I'm already bored with it. You're already bored. Yes, paper piecing does take time. Oh no. Sharon says she finished her barn star wall hanging and now she will be starting her alphabet sampler quilt. Fantastic. I'm excited about that. You may be the next student spotlight, Sharon. That's right. All right. Let's see. What else? Copper. Let's see. Oh, Lori says, let's give us, you want to peek at it? All right. Yes, ma'am, says Cassie. Sharon says she wants a peek. All right. Dina, do tell. All right. I will share it. I will share. Now, okay. How do I start this? I'm not really sure. Do I just show it to you and then let you ask questions? Or do I give you some preamble? Or do I just show it to you and you decide what you think it is or who you think it is? Let me know. Should I just show it to you and then you can just like, ooh, what is that? Who are they? Tell us, Dina. Tell us more. Okay. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to show it to you and then you can kind of guess. Here we go. There are 3 pieces. I've been testing. Who knows what Dina says over and over again when you're trying something new? Test, 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 right? Test, test, test. So I spent 2 days testing techniques on how to transfer an image that I want to fabric. Now, I had to do some computer work ahead of time. Cassie says, tell us first. Show it and then let us guess. Okay, so I gave you a little hint that I had to test. So here is the first, well, this is not the first test. This is like the third. Here we go. Take a look. Look at that. I had to do some computer work first. I took an image in my computer software and I played around with this face. Yeah. Aha. Super cool, isn't it? Yeah. You like it? There we go. So I tested different fabrics, different transfer methods to get the image onto fabric. And then I toyed with another color. Hey, there goes my brother, Arrington. Arrington is in the house. Awesome. Yes, love it. It's a portrait. Yes, it is my sister Cookie. I took her high school portrait, turned it into black and white, and started playing. Yes, very interesting, isn't it? And I tried different transfer methods, all of which I'm not happy with. So I'm also toying with the idea of doing it all with thread, but I have to make several. So I'm thinking, okay, do I want to commit to making individual 6? I would need about 6 of these individually stitched, all thread. What's the option? Do I want to do all thread? Do I want it to be printed on fabric and then put thread on top of it? How do I want to do it? My thought process, because remember, not only do I need to transfer the image, I also need to quilt it in some way. So I'm thinking about that part as well. How big do I want it? How much space am I going to leave for some free motion quilting around it? Will I quilt in the face? Another thing, thread painting. Yes, Cassie, thread painting. Wow. Yes, that is my sister. She's pretty excited about it. The siblings are here. Now, my brother who's watching, Arrington, I also made one of him. This is him, a younger version of him, just like my sister. This is my brother. This is Arrington. I love that face too. This is Arrington. Yeah, he was cute back then, little guy. I don't know how old he was then. Do you remember how old you were in this photo? Maybe in your you were a teenager, I think. Yeah, he has an awesome smile. I love his smile. Yeah. All right. Yes, handsome, awesome smile. Middle school. So this is when he was in middle school. So that's about what? 12 or 13 maybe, 15 at the most. Yeah, I forget what age you're in middle school. 10, 11, is it? 13ish. Yeah. So, but guess what? I also decided to not only use my printer. By the way, what I did was I used some transfer paper, used my inkjet printer, printed this reverse, and then ironed it onto the fabric. That was part of my testing. But then I also decided to design a full yard of fabric with my sister's face in different colors. And so I did that and I sent it off to Spoonflower. And I can't wait to get that fabric in the mail to see if that will be the option I will use. Because when I do that and the black is stitched, when the black is printed on the fabric, I can stitch in that area to add texture for the eyebrows, the hair, all of that. So test, 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 test. Yes. Hey, Phelan, welcome. So glad you're here. Eighth grade, 13 years old. Okay. Hello, Phelan. Hello, Lorraine. So glad you're here. Awesome. So that is one thing that I have been working on since we last saw each other. And the other thing, this is kind of exciting news. I'm happy to say that I will be working with Clover USA. We have put together a monthly series where I will host on their YouTube channel a special show, a special Quilt Conversations live with Clover, where I will feature several of their products, and it's called Tool Chest. So it's going to be Wednesdays, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Clover YouTube channel. 5 p.m. But not only is it going to be on the Clover channel, it's going to be on Amazon. So for several months, once a month, the second Tuesday, the first one will be September 14th. So mark it in your calendar. I hope you can join me. You can support this new effort, this new collaboration I'm having with Clover. I'll be on their YouTube channel at 5 p.m. on Wednesday, September 14th. And it's already scheduled for Amazon. So it's a sponsored tool chest, craft and sewing tool chest with Clover, and it will be on the Amazon live channel as well as Clover's YouTube channel, September 14th. That's going to be the first one. It's a monthly show. And Copper can drop a link on YouTube for how to get to my YouTube, not my YouTube, but my Amazon channel. Let's take a look. So it's already scheduled. When you go to the link, you will see Living Water Quilter, and then you'll see that same image, and it tells you right there, September 14th, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I hope you can join me on the Clover YouTube channel or on Amazon. So it's once a month always the second Wednesday of the month at 5 p.m. So I would love your support for this. Yes, I am excited to be working with them. I hit the big time. Yes, Kathy, welcome. Clover does make nice products. Yes, awesome. Let's see. And Copper has dropped the link in the YouTube chat on how to get to my Amazon channel. Now, you can go to either side, either the Clover YouTube channel. If you don't already subscribe to them, subscribe to their channel. They always have good little tutorials there. Oh, Lorraine, I do miss you ladies too at the retreat center. So that is my news for today. And I want to share with you ladies just a little story time. Oh, thank you, Phelan. Thank you. I just hope you ladies can come once a month. I know the time might be difficult for some. It's in, 5 o'clock is maybe a challenging time. Or just watch the replay and make sure you leave a comment on the Clover channel when you see the replay. That will definitely help support me and my endeavors with Clover. All right, yes. So mark your calendars, ladies. This means so much to me. Okay, mark your calendars. September 14th, 5 p.m. Clover YouTube channel. All right, so story time. Before we go to Rochelle's success spotlight, I just want to share a little bit about me. Is that okay with you ladies? Some of you are new and just meeting me for the first time, just been here for a few months. Let me know if that is okay. I just want to share a little bit about my quilting journey. Okay? Sometimes it's easy to see someone where they are and not necessarily where they came from. You can see where I am today. You're giving me these wonderful congratulations. You hit the big time. But who was Dina before she was doing YouTube videos for Clover or Amazon or quilts in magazines or quilt shows? So Cassie says yes. Copper says yes. Rochelle says preach. I promise not to preach too hard. And Sharon says yes. Okay. And this t-shirt I think is part of the story, the frustration to fabulous. Now, I'm going to go way back. Way back. And just talk a little bit about not just me as the quilter, me the person, just like you. Growing up as a little girl in New York, in the Bronx, New York. I'm a shy girl, ladies. I am shy. I am a quiet person. I am not loud. I'm the kind of person that kind of sits in the background and watches and observes and listens. And my career as a photojournalist eventually helped me because I was able to watch and observe things and then capture it with photos. But that shyness, I think, led many people, well-meaning, perhaps some not well-meaning, to suggest that I didn't have any talents, skills, or interests in anything. And often I was discouraged. I was not encouraged. Often I was discouraged when I would speak up and share my personal interests, my personal desires. I would be discouraged not to do it. No, that's not for you. No, you can't do that. It's too hard. Don't try. Try something else. So, when I said that I wanted to become a photographer, don't even try. It's too hard. Don't do it. Yeah. Over and over again. Grade school, elementary school, junior high school. Marsha says you were shy. I still am shy. Yeah, that is sad. And sometimes people think they may be helping to save you from hurt and harm. But when you are young and you have the courage to try something new, it's not till you get older, right? That sometimes we think, oh, I'm not going to try that because you've lived this life perhaps of repeated discouragement or um, not fully committing yourself to something. But when you are young, sometimes adults transfer their negative life experience to children who are excited about trying something new. And so I think I got some of that, not just from peers, but also from adults. So it happened with being a photographer. Then when I said I wanted to pursue not just photography, I wanted to pursue photojournalism. Again, don't try it. You can't do it. It wasn't, Dina, fantastic. How can you get started on that? What do you need to do? What's the first step? Do you have to go to college? Can you go to trade school? What kind of cameras do you need? Now, that's not to say I didn't have some people who encouraged me. There were. And those people I remember. My sister, her college boyfriend, this is my sister Cookie, her college boyfriend was a photographer. That's how they met. He was going around campus taking pictures of girls. He met my sister, took her picture, and the rest is history. They have 3 sons now and grandchildren. But here's the thing. When he heard that I had an interest in photography, he was one person that said, you know what? I know someone that can help you. I know someone that can help you. He helped me find a camera. He fed my interest in photography. Good, Rochelle. You work hard at not discouraging. Okay, Teresa says that she has the same background. The frustration is not no one listening to me. I was heard. Aw, you are fabulous. And thank you, Teresa. Yes, Marsha says my family said that I would, yeah, get those discouraging statements. Yeah. They transfer fear too. Yes. And my brother says very shy. Yes. Hey, Denise, so glad you're here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. It takes a lot within a person to move past those repeated discouragements because whenever we try something, we are working hard at that new thing. And in order to learn, we will have those stepping stones of failure. But those stepping stones of failure are the steps towards success. You know, one side of the stone is I failed at this, but the other side is I'm going to take the next step. It's that success step to the next step. You know that feeling. Okay. Cassie says she knows that feeling. She was told not to go to college by her junior high school counselor. What? Oh my goodness. Luckily, my parents have been encouraging me and my siblings to go. Yes. It's not about what you can't do. Right. It just takes a while to learn. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And so that was part of my quilting journey. My quilting journey mirrored some of my life experience journey. When women would tell me, don't try free motion quilting, D- don't even think about you becoming a professional quilter. It's just not possible. Yes. And even today, I get discouraged. People will say, oh, why do you spend so much time on quilting? Are you hiding? This is what someone said to me years ago. You need to stop hiding. You need to get out more. I'm like, okay, I travel the world as a photographer. Am I getting out there if I'm traveling the world? Why can't I have a interest, a hobby, and focus on that interest like any other person, right? A painter said you need a desire to learn. Awesome. Hey, Wilda, so glad that you're here. Welcome, welcome. It is awful, Copper, for someone to say that. A counselor should not. They're there to encourage you to take the next step, to have courage, to be bold, to try new things. So, in the middle of being told that you should not be a photographer because it's too hard, you can't do it, then you can't even break into photojournalism, don't even try. What if I listened to those people? Were you here when that young man, Michael, came in and said hello? He was one of the many people that I had the opportunity to photograph while I was working at the LA Times, that I developed a relationship and got to know, to record part of his story. And there are many more like that I'm so thankful for. Becoming a photographer allowed me to travel the world and meet all kinds of people who I am thankful that I had the opportunity to meet, to learn about different cultures. And now, by God's grace, He has allowed me to pursue my passion as a quilter and now share that passion with you ladies. And so when I am saying to you, practice, take the alphabet course, take the 10 steps to stress free machine quilting, practice, test, practice, test. I want to encourage you the way most people, I'm not saying that there were no people who encouraged me, there definitely were. But most of my life, people have told me, Dina, you can't do it. Don't try. And I've had to, for some people, to limit my contact with them and to no longer discuss my aspirations, my ambitions, my desires with that person. Because I knew that if I did, they would discourage me. So you and I, we want to be in a quilting community that's going to encourage our desire to learn new techniques, to try different things, to continue even when it's hard and difficult. That's the kind of community I want. I don't want to be around naysayers. If the technique is challenging or hard, that just means, like Lori said, we take it step by step. You ladies know that every time I share with you, I talk about steps, right? That's why we have the 10 steps to stress-free machine quilting. Okay. Checking the chat right now. Okay. So I wanted to share that with you to know that I am familiar with your struggles, your difficulties, your challenges. I have been there and I continue to have those kind of comments from people, adults, people in the quilting business who are telling me, don't do this, don't do that, you can't do it, don't try. But I don't listen to those people. So, yeah, we can be our own worst critic. That is true. Yeah. And we want to make sure that we take those thoughts captive and make sure we eliminate them and throw them in the trash, right? We don't want to go down that road. Okay, so with that said, I think this leads into a couple of things. What is the student spotlight? Yes, it's an opportunity to cheer on someone who has decided to take the step in their journey to improve their free motion quilting. But also, it's an interview. So if you go to my website, I pinned a comment at the top on YouTube. That is a direct link to Rochelle's Spotlight. And so when you go there, Success Spotlight on my website, this is what you're going to see. And you can click at the very top, look for Student Spotlight, and you'll come to this page. And then the first one is Rochelle. You click on that, and you're going to see her answers to some questions that I gave her, and you'll see the answers to those. The next spotlight is going to be Terry Green. The next time we meet, we're going to have Terry Green, I hope. And the one after that, who knows? The next one could be you. So let's click on Rochelle's Spotlight, and you can go and read her journey. Read her answers to some of the questions that I asked. And then there's a little video about her star quilt, and then answers to some more questions. At the bottom, make sure you visit. There is a link to her Facebook page where she features her quilts. Follow her Facebook page. Get to know Rochelle a little bit more. All right? She's one of our community members. Get to know her. All right? So you can click that link. If you need it on Facebook, let me know. I can put the link in the chat. Let's see if I can find that. Copy. I'm going to go here to Facebook and put that link in there. So now you have the link to Rochelle's Spotlight on Facebook and YouTube. And you can look at it after our live session today. All right. So just to give you a preview, I will share a couple with you. So here's one of the responses she had. The alphabet course encouraged me to set goals of improving my free motion quilting. When we try something new, steps. And the first step is making a decision to do it. The second is creating a goal with specific steps. She set the goal to use this course to help her improve her free motion quilting. Okay. The next thing she says in one of her responses, what has helped her? Practice, practice, practice has made a huge difference in both my confidence and my skill. It's confidence and skill. When we practice, we are building the confidence muscle and the skill muscle. So ladies who don't want to practice, you are missing out. That's right, words of wisdom. Okay? And the last one, ladies, if you are taking notes, take note of this. Of course, you're going to read her whole profile, right? And you're going to visit her Facebook page. But she does 3 C's. Confidence, consistency, and courage. Let's take a look. Name 3 things you accomplished in the course. She accomplished increased confidence and how far I've come from stitching in the ditch. She can see a shift, a change, because she was practicing and it was increasing her confidence. She is no longer stitching only in the ditch. She is moving into the next level of her free motion quilting, including increasing her confidence. Consistency. Consistency and practicing and wanting to get better. As we practice and we increase our confidence and skill, you learn that, well, wait a minute, I can do this. If I practice and I get more confident, I'm going to get better. Oh, Teresa, sorry you. Okay, you'll watch the recorded version. Okay. The last thing is courage. And I love that. Courage to try new designs. As she practiced, her confidence increased, her skill increased, her consistency increased, and her courage to try new things increased. So I want you to think about these things as I share with you some of her quilts. Because we can look at her quilts or my quilts in isolation. But remember, behind the quilt is the quilter. Is their journey as a quilter, their experiences, their challenges, the things that they're learning. And she has purposed to learn, to practice, to set a goal. Okay, so are you ready to see her quilts? I'm not going to show you everything. You can see most of her work on her Facebook page, so I encourage you to go there. I love that. Rochelle says, yes, I'm fearless. I have 800 mug rugs and placemats to show for it. Ladies, think about that. 800. Practice, 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 practice. When I started quilting, I started in 2006. It wasn't until 2008, 2009 that I got really serious with free motion quilting. That's 16 years ago, right? Plus. All right, enough teasing. Here we go. We'll start with this one. This is one we've all seen, right? This is her beautiful star quilt. Beautiful free motion quilting. You can see that she has been on a journey, that she has been practicing, and I love this piece. We talked about this one extensively in a previous Quilt Conversations live. And just to remind you, or maybe you haven't seen it, here is the back. This is also just gorgeous. Let me fix this here. That looks kind of weird. Make that a little bit bigger. Yeah, that's much better. Yes, it is beautiful, beautiful quilting. I am excited about this project. It just shows her effort, her confidence increase, her practice, her willing to try different designs. It all shows in this quilt. So you ladies remember that. Here is another one. Look at this. Experimentation with thread and color. I love this. This is beautiful. Having fun with thread and color. when our confidence starts to increase. And Rochelle, please chime in and let us know more about these individual projects. Let us know what threads you used here, what inspired you to use the colors and the design. We'd love to know more. Awesome, Lori. I'm so glad that you're following Rochelle. Wonderful. Yes, on Facebook. Beautiful colors. We want to know more about your projects and what inspires you. This is your night to shine, Rochelle. I love that she is willing to experiment, to try different things. And she's on a journey. She knows that she is still learning and she's on a journey and she's willing to do that. All right, waiting to hear from Rochelle. Is Rochelle still here? I hope so. Yes. Okay, she says she used mostly glide thread, but this pillow was for me testing thread work without a pattern. Did you hear that, ladies? I love it. She says, I'm going to practice, make a test to practice with thread and different colors. And it became a pillow. I love it. This is a perfect example. Without a pattern, she is building her design skill muscles. She's building her use of thread and color. This pillow will be a future reference for other projects. She can refer back to this for inspiration going forward. What did she learn when she made this pillow? Did she learn what thread she likes, what color she likes? Okay, so here is another pillow. This one is one thread color but multiple designs. She has some letters in there. Tell us about this one, Rochelle. Awesome, Copper. I'm so glad these examples are inspiring. But remember, ladies, she said 800. She has been practicing and practicing. Do not think this happened overnight. Did not happen overnight. She's experimenting. She's trying different things. I love it. It's so beautiful. Yes. Lots of hearts. So, Rochelle, tell us a little bit about this. Is this another test, another experiment? Now you have several designs in this, and then you have some crosshatch for the background. What was your thought process with this one? So, oh, this is for your grandson. This is for the wall hanging. So this is an experimentation and just doing random designs and creating something unique for her grandson. Beautiful. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. So before we see the next thing, I want to share with you something that Rochelle has done that I have recommended, and that is something I like to do and I recommend to other quilters, is if you are making quilts, say for a charity, an organization where they need frequent baby quilts, like for the hospital, maybe NICU or something like that, or it's a pattern that you're doing over and over again, use that as an opportunity to practice different designs in the same quilt. Because that's what Rochelle has done. And that's something that I did to help me not only learn free motion quilting designs, but learn how to place them in the quilt. Same quilt, but how can I quilt it differently? And Rochelle has done that with a series of quilts. She's made this one quilt using different fabrics over and over. She's made several of them, and each one, she uses it as an opportunity to push her free motion quilting to the next level. And the next level for her may be different for you. The next level would be, I'm going to try a new design. I'm going to change the scale of that design in the quilt. I'm going to put it in a different place. I'm going to do edge to edge. I'm going to quilt this one a little bit different. I'm going to use different thread or thread weight or color. That next step or next level is always going to be a little bit different. And that's why I like using a series of quilts that are exactly the same so that you can test out those different techniques, thread color, thread weight, free motion quilting design, etc. So here it is. Here's a series. She has made several of these quilts. So when you visit her Facebook page, you will see this series. Beautiful series. And she has a lot of detail photos. You will be able to see some of her free motion quilting in this series. Each one of these has different free motion quilting. She will repeat some designs, but put them in different places. Rochelle, did I give an accurate description of this series and how you used it to practice your free motion quilting? Let us know in the chat. Yes, Jazzy, it is beautiful work. Let us know in the chat if this is something that is how you've been using free motion quilting to help build your skills in design placement, use of thread and thread color and weight, etc. It is beautiful, Lori. Just gorgeous. And I also like that Rochelle is not limited in her practice of free motion quilting with only one type of quilt project. You know, placemats, table runners, baby quilts, wall hangings, pillows. Okay, so Rochelle says, yes, I'm absolutely correct. It fed my need to peace and providing me a playground to build my skills. I like that expression, a playground to build her skills. So that means she's having fun. Is that true? I would say so. When I get to quilt different things in the same quilt, it is a playground. It is time to have fun and experiment. I would agree. It is fun, fun, fun. Let's look at one of the close-ups. So here is one that I recall Rochelle said that she quilted this one after one of our Quilt Conversations live where we talked about echo quilting. And so she incorporated echo quilting in this quilt along with other techniques. But I love the texture in this one. Hopefully you can see it. It's enough detail that you can see. But once again, visit her Facebook page and you can see a lot more of her beautiful quilting. So I love the paisley design in this. I love the texture, the repeated pattern. It's just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The joy of playing. Yes, love the playground, says Lori. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. Love it. Okay. Now, I mentioned that she is using several canvases, if you will, pillow, wall hanging, quilts, different sizes to practice her quilting. And I think that's important. When we had our session, and this is in the 10 Steps to Stress-Free Machine Quilting, there's a whole section about practice, how you can incorporate your free motion quilting practice. And Rochelle is doing that. She is finding different ways in her actual quilts, things that she is making for people, but also in small pieces for practice and turning it into, for instance, a pillow. Of late, she has been quilting whole cloth, a whole large piece of fabric, and making it all thread. All thread in terms of the free motion quilting design. There's no patchwork. It's just one piece of fabric where she is quilting it. And I just love these. This is a big playground of free motion quilting. So we're going to look at this one. And Rochelle, I would love for you to share more about your series of whole cloth projects. So here it is. Is this gorgeous? Ladies, is this gorgeous? I love it. I love this piece. I love the fabric she chose. I love the circular design, the whole radiating out of color and vibrancy and the radiation of texture. It's just gorgeous. Yes. Hey, Linda, how are you? So glad you're here. Linda Williams is here. Welcome. And there's Faye Lynn says, yep, awesome. Yes, Copper, you make a good point. A whole cloth quilting can be challenging to know what to come up with. But because she has been practicing and her confidence is increasing and she's willing to try different designs, remember it is her confidence, consistency, and courage. She has now the courage to try this type of quilting step by step. Step by step. Yes, it is. I love it too. Yes, Marcia, the crosses were gorgeous too. Hey, Linda, I'm so glad that you're learning. Yes, you're new to quilting. Welcome, welcome. All right, so Rochelle said she bought the Supernova panels. Quilt panels are fantastic for practicing free motion at a deep discount to try a whole cloth quilt. Your daughter loved it and claimed it. Yes, I can see why. So she made another one for her son. Notice that her fabric purchase, the panel, was another opportunity to practice her free motion. Rochelle is a woman on a mission, folks. She is on a mission to improve her free motion quilting. And what she is doing between buying fabric, signing up for the alphabet design course, all of this is leading to her goal of improvement. And do you agree that she is succeeding, that she is moving forward? She also purchased a sit-down long arm in that effort. She's getting the tools and the technique, the confidence, the skill, and the courage. Yep, she made two. Yes. Thrilling, thrilling, thrilling. I love this piece. Love it, love it. All right, ladies, find more of Rochelle's beautiful quilts on her Facebook page. Read her interview on the Student Spotlight on my website. The link is in the chat. And then go to her Facebook page, leave a comment, encourage her with words of encouragement, right? This is what we're about, encouraging each other where we are in our own lane. You may surpass Rochelle and her skills, or you may be right behind her, or you're a very beginner. It doesn't matter where you are in your lane. We want to encourage you as a community to take the next step, to always move forward in where you are. We will encourage you no matter where you are in your journey. If you want to improve your free motion quilting, commit to that goal. You know it takes practice. Rochelle told you that, right? Not just me. Rochelle, yes. She has said, girlfriend, if you want to get better at free motion quilting, you need to practice. You need to commit to practicing. Yes, Rochelle, thank you. Yes. Yep. Congratulations. Phelan says to your long arm, that was for her 50th birthday. It was her birthday present. I like that kind of birthday present. So if you are new here and you're wondering what is the alphabet design course, what is Dina talking about? The alphabet design course is on my website. It's a free motion quilting path to success. And I say that because it's an opportunity to take a course and do it at your own pace. You always have access to the videos, to the lessons. You always get to share your assignments with me. I can review them and help you get to the next step. And it's an opportunity to create a learning plan for you to succeed little by little at your own pace. And Rochelle says herself, she liked the course because she could do it at her own pace. And she's gone through it 3 times. And each time she learned something new. So you can repeat it. It doesn't end. You can go through the whole thing and then do it again. Because it's based on the alphabet, every technique that you learn, you can do it based on 1 letter, 2 letters, 3 letters. You decide. But it's to spark and inspire you to not only improve your free motion quilting, but also start making your own designs, as we saw last time with Catherine's inspiration. Remember, Catherine, when we featured her, we saw all the different designs that she made herself as a result of taking the course. And you become a part of the Stitching Lane Society community. Leave comments, submit your assignments, get help from me directly. Don't put it off if you want to start moving forward like Catherine has and Rochelle. Maybe you're not ready for that. Maybe you want more help with the other steps. If you're new here, you missed the series I did a couple of months ago called the 10 Steps to Stress-Free Machine Quilting. But never fear, it is now a course. And not only do you get the 10 steps videos, you get the full live session, plus you get an edited version. I updated the course this week, so you get the full 1 hour live session, and then you get the condensed version. So if you need to get to the information quick about piecing, about batting, about thread, you get that in a condensed version. So you get both videos. And it was Lori, you made me decide to have both versions in the course. Because this is what Lori said. Last time she missed our live session. And she says, Dina, the replay of the comment section wasn't available. And I had to figure out why the replay wasn't available. I did, and then I brought the replay back because Lori wanted to see and hear and read the interaction in the community. Because now we're getting to know each other. So having the full replay from the live session for each step, you get to hear and see the comments from us. So you get both. You get the condensed version and you get the full 1 hour. So if you need to do a quick hit, what did Dina say about thread? What did Dina say about this tool? You get to go back And then on top of the 10-step videos, and it's actually more than 10 videos for the 10 steps because the thread section has 3 videos on thread, 3 different videos on thread. There's a whole section on tools and techniques, and those are 20 videos. So all totaled, it's over 30 videos all in one place where you get to go back to it over and over again. You become a part of the community. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, Copper, thank you for reminding ladies to press the like button. Mm-hmm. All right. And so I'm glad to say that some ladies have already started to take the course and they are excited about having access to that wealth of information on piecing, on thread, on designs, on practice techniques, those 10 steps, plus 20 videos on different tools and techniques. So take a look at that. If you're not familiar with it, Copper can put a link in the chat on YouTube for the course if you want to take a look. And you have forgotten what that is all about. I will put a link on Facebook for those of you watching there. I think that's it for us tonight, ladies. Thank you so much. Okay, so Lori says she has a ruler question about the... Okay, can I email you? Oh, why don't you just ask me right now? What is the question? What's your question, Lori? Yes, Cassie, we had fun tonight. You are welcome, Rochelle. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to spotlight you on my website and to share your success in free motion quilting. I know you are in the middle of your success journey. You are going to continue to grow and grow as a machine quilter, and we are thrilled. I am thrilled for you. I know that there'll be plenty more to share in the future. Okay. So, Lori, where's your question? Okay, is template A. Okay. Those are 2 separate rulers. The Corner Cut 60 is a separate manufacturer and company. And the creative, the other one is from Creative Grids. The Creative Grids Scrap Crazy 6-inch. So the Corner Cut 60 is unique and distinctly different from the Creative Grids. So, yep, completely different. And the Corner Cut 60 is one that's going to help you do things that you can't do with the Creative Grids Crazy 6 Scrappy Scrap Crazy 6-inch. Scrap Crazy 6-inch and the Corner Cut are different. The Corner Cut 60, not only can you cut triangles, but you can also use it to create different seam allowances, which you can't do with the Creative Grids Scrap Crazy 6-inch. Awesome, Sharon. I'm so glad. I don't know if they're the same size or not. That I don't know. Because again, they're 2 different companies, right? 2 different manufacturers. So they serve two very different purposes. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Good, good, good. All right. Have a wonderful Labor Day weekend, ladies. I hope you get a chance to work on your projects, all the things that you have set for the holidays if you already started that, and other things that you're working on. If you're not able to work on projects, I hope you accomplish whatever goals that you have. Thank you, Rochelle, again for being our inspiration tonight. We are so excited for you. Okay, let's drop the link in the chat for Amazon. I think I pinned it at the top, Jazzy. There's a link at the top of the chat on YouTube that's pinned to get to my Amazon. Oh, Phelan, thank you. Love you too. Thank you for being here. Yes. Mahalo. Yes. Happy Labor Day. Jazzy, did you find the link to Amazon? And ladies, don't forget Clover. Clover, September 14th. It is a Wednesday, 5 p.m. You can come to the Clover's YouTube channel or Amazon, either one. It would be great to have your support, especially on the Clover channel in the chat. They will have the chat open. It will be live and you can comment. Okay, Jazzy, she just put the link in the chat for you. Okay. Just let me know that you have it. If you haven't given a thumbs up, give a thumbs up. And don't forget, don't keep Quilt Conversations live a secret. Tell your friends. Let them also join our community, a community of supportive quilters that help one another move forward in our quilting journey. All right, ladies? All right, you'll watch the replay. If you watch the replay for the Clover event on their YouTube channel, don't forget to comment. All right, she got it. Wonderful. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate your support. Yep, and the t-shirt. Thank you, Copper. She put the link in the chat too if you want to get the t-shirt. I'll see you next time, ladies, for another Quilt Conversations Live. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.